Waiting for others to join and then we'll start. Meanwhile, I see Juhi, you have been practicing. I can see your resource recovery service vault and a few machines. So did you face any issues while practicing?
No, actually, I followed the steps that you were doing because I missed yesterday's session. So whatever you were doing, I was just following those steps.
So were you
So I
able
didn't
to
find any
complete
issues.
this
Yep.
backup successfully?
Yes. So until creating the wall service and then attaching it to virtual machine, I reached until there.
Okay. And did you check later if your backup was if your backup ran properly? What time did you select for
Uh,
backup?
it was, I guess,
In daily, what
daily
time?
at 11 p.m.
11 p.m. So you should have one backup by now, right? And
Actually, I
did
deleted that
you
because
deleted the backup or you deleted the machine?
I deleted all the resources that I created yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Any issues?
No, no, I was just checking if you were able to. How would you complete the backup then successfully if you deleted it? When did you delete?
Just a few minutes ago.
Okay, and your backup time was 11 p.m., right?
Yes, yes.
You should have
So I
one backup
created in
copy.
the morning. I created that resource in the morning after the logout, and then I deleted them just a few minutes ago.
Okay, and it was selected 11 p.m., is it? 11 p.m. IST.
Yes, 11 p.m.
Okay,
IST.
so you didn't wait for the backup to run.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
As far as you got the
Actually, I
process,
also
it's okay.
wanted, yeah, I also wanted to follow the same procedure, like creating two virtual machine, one that is running and one that which is not. I didn't get the time to do that, but I'll do that today.
Sure. Yogesh, bhai, did you check? Did you try? Or Srishti, did you guys check uh, the service recovery vault which we had? If the backup was successful, the one which we set up yesterday, did you guys get time to check?
No, I didn't check that.
No, Sohail, didn't check.
Okay. So Juhi, you deleted your virtual machines, but your recovery service vault, it is still there, right?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay. So first we'll check if you have any
Even this
backup over
was
there.
selected, why it was not deleted?
We'll do that. Let's wait for a minute. Let's see if others are joining or not. Today we'll delete that as well. I'll show you
Okay,
what needs to be done before deleting.
sure.
Sohail, can we practice this in our own resource group? I
Yes,
mean,
why not?
does it include
Yes,
a
why
lot
not?
of
Why not?
cost or? Okay.
You can, but you don't have to, wait till night 9 p.m. something. Let's say that you are making a
Mm-hmm.
machine right now 4 p.m. Schedule a backup for 5 p.m. Once it is done, check it, restore it. I mean, within 2 or 3 hours, you'll be able to complete the practical, and then you can delete the resource group completely or all the resources within that. I just left it for the overnight backup, so we will at least experience it once that how it works. But if you guys want to practice, you don't even have to wait that long. You can create a virtual machine now, create a resource a service recovery vault. Once your recovery service vault is ready, uh, configure a backup. Let's say it's 4 p.m. now. Configure a backup for 5 p.m. Come back after 1 hour and check. And if you don't want to do that, we have an option to backup now as well that we will see today. So it's already 5 minutes post 4. So let's start. I hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes.
So first thing, let's see how to delete this recovery service vault, because Juhi is saying she created machine. I checked, she created few machines. She ran the backup and everything, configured it. The first initial backup wasn't done, and she deleted everything. But I can see this recovery service vault, it is still there. So why it wasn't deleted, we'll see that.
Is that we have to select a reason? Yeah. I
We'll
check the
we'll have to
messages.
stop the backup first and then we can delete it. So you must have done this,
Okay,
you must have selected this and clicked on delete.
correct.
But I always tell you guys that whenever you delete something, make sure to keep an eye here on the notification. If it is
It
successful,
says
if
that
it
some
is
of the
failing,
resources are attached to it.
right. So this is
Mhm.
not going to be deleted now. It is not going to get deleted now. Okay, why
Okay.
not? Because it has some, let's say, if I come here, if I click on backup,
Backup list
backup
items.
items, right. I can see there is a virtual machine which has, see, it didn't get deleted. And it didn't get deleted. And what does it say? The service vault cannot be deleted as there are existing resources within that vault. Name is also given. Please ensure that containers have been unregistered. So what we have to do here is ये जो बैकअप के लिए हमने लगा रखा है, this backup is obviously going to be failed. Why? Because this machine does not exist now. Whatever time was discussed here or whatever time was shared here, we can check that from here. I believe this is the policy you created, right? Which one
Mhm.
did you create or did you use?
I created one.
Is this the one?
Daily living. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I can see that you haven't configured this one, but I hope you understood by watching the video. Did you
Yes.
understand these concepts? Retention for weekly and what is the retention for monthly backup point and yearly backup point? Did you understand this?
Mhm.
Okay. So it is configured for 11 p.m. So when it runs today 11 p.m., this backup is going to be failed. For sure, it is going to be failed. Why? Because there is no virtual machine. जिस virtual machine का backup होना था, वो virtual machine जो है वो delete हो चुकी है अपने आप में. So there is no virtual machine. So this is going to be failed for sure. But we have to delete this because we want to delete this recovery vault. इससे पहले हमको इसको stop करना होगा. So here is the option. You either you can resume backup. Backup has been disabled for some reason. Not sure why. And this is not because machine has been deleted. This structure doesn't even know your machine is there or it is not there till the time comes. 11 p.m. it will try to ping to your machine and that time it will know your machine has been deleted. So it has been disabled for some reason. I don't know why. We can check the details or logs. Through logs you can see how it got disabled. This could be one of the reasons. You have configured the backup and then you see backup was not done. You can come here and check. Maybe backup was disabled. Maybe somebody did it manually.
It, well, this can be the reason I created the virtual machine after creating it just to make sure it doesn't, utilize much of the cost. So I stopped it running. So no, backup does not. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Backup
I understood.
will never
My
know
bad.
what you're doing with your virtual machine until that time comes. Whatever time you have selected, that time this will start pinging your machine. But that's fine. You can simply resume it from here. But
Okay.
while resuming this, see, you have done this. You click resume. It is initializing the deployment. Now let's see what it shows.
Hello. Hello.
It is deploying. Let's see. Post resume how it looks. Meanwhile, anyone has any questions on yesterday's session? जितना भी हम लोगों ने discuss किया था. Shrishti, Yogesh, Sanmitra, do you guys have any questions?
No.
No, not yet.
Okay. Fine, this is being done. Meanwhile, we'll go and check our recovery service vault जो हम लोगों ने कल बनाया था. We'll see that कि उसके साथ क्या हो रहा है. We decided to take a snapshot or backup. 9 p.m. I guess we selected, but we'll go and check. I go to recovery service vault. I can go to those individual virtual machines and I can check. I can do that also, but this is the better way because here you'll get the complete details. There you will get individual report for individual machine. Okay, backup items I will check. So I see 2 Azure virtual machines. Backup pre-check was passed already, and this one is also passed. Okay. I hope you guys, you are not getting confused, right? I'm working on 2 vaults. One is which we created yesterday. We're going to complete our practical on this one. And this is Juhi created one and she deleted virtual machines and everything. But a recovery service vault that wasn't deleted. Hence, we are checking that what is it, why it wasn't deleted and how to delete it. Okay. While checking that, I realized that it was the backup was disabled. So what did I do? I clicked here and I resumed the backup. So this you can say in your interview as well. कि backup में कोई issue वगैरह आता था तो what you used to do. You could come here, you can check the backup if it is working fine or not. If not, you can resume the backup. Okay. Here the backup check was passed. It was already passed. We just resumed the service. But what does it say? Initial backup is pending. Why? Because she selected the time she created this in today morning, and time was selected 11 p.m., which is yet to come. Okay, 11 p.m. this will give us some errors because this machine she has already deleted. Now we have decided we do not want to proceed with this, so we can stop the backup. First, we will have to stop the backup. You have to select the reason, that what reason are you giving, or you can just select other and you can stop the backup. Here if I click, you see backup now. If you do not want to spend much time कि आपको ये नहीं लगा कर रखना है 9 PM वाला आपने लगा दिया, but you do not want to wait till 9 PM और आपको initially एक backup करना है, you can sorry, you can click backup now and you can do a manual backup as well. इसको भी हम करके देखेंगे. I have another machine, we'll do it over there. Okay, so now this is stopping the backup. While we're talking about the stopping and deleting, let me show you one more option here before we start looking at our backup. ये हुए है या नहीं हुए इसको check करने से पहले I'll show you one more option. So when we go here, this is our recovery vault. We saw all these options, right? Under property, there are few options. One is the backup configuration. Now, one thing I need to ask you guys, my machine is in East US. I'm taking the backup. I'm backing up the machine in East US. Now, for some reason, I want to restore it to West US. Is it possible? First thing, a question based on yesterday's session. My machine is in East US and I want to back up that machine in West US. Is it possible?
No.
Okay, my machine is in East US. I want to replicate the machine in East US. Is it possible?
No.
Right. I hope you remember this very well, right? When it
Yes.
comes to backup, it has to be in same region. When it comes to replication, it has to be in different regions. Now, next question is, my machine is in East US. I backed up my machine in East US. Now I want to restore the machine in West US. Is it possible? Yes, guys. Any guess? Anyone read it somewhere? किसी ने कुछ पढ़ा देखा? Or what do you think? Should it be possible? Could it be possible?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay. So here it is under properties, backup configuration. We have these options. If cross region restore it is enabled, then we can restore our machine in different region. If this is disabled, then we cannot. Is it clear? I hope you got it right. Anyone has any questions on this point? These are very small points, but these are the points which will show, or these are the points which will prove in your interview to the interviewer that you have worked, that you know minor options, right? So don't take them lightly or don't take these points for granted. क्या इतना सा नहीं आएगा. These are the questions they will ask just to check if you have already worked. Someone who has worked for 3 years, वो इतनी बार इस पोर्टल पे यहाँ पर आकर गया होगा that they know it very well. Clear, guys? So where is it? It's in properties, and which option did I select?
Backup configuration update.
Right. Backup configuration, and then cross region restore. And if you can't even remember step by step, you can simply answer, okay, in properties cross region restore. Even if you answer that, the person will understand, okay, you don't know the step by step, that is fine. Because while working, you will have your portal in front of you, you will have YouTube, you will have Google, you can simply do a Google search and then find, but at least you should know. ये मैसेज नहीं जाना चाहिए कि आपको पता भी नहीं ऐसा भी कुछ होता है क्या Azure में. I didn't even know. That should not be the case. You should know, okay, there is a term called cross region restore. It is possible. From where we can configure, maybe I don't remember. I can quickly do a Google search and I can tell you. I can't recall it, but yes, definitely there is an option for cross region restore. If it is enabled, we can restore our machine in different region. If it is disabled, we cannot restore. Other term which we discussed, or terms which we discussed while discussing storage, I hope you guys remember these. LRS, GRS, I hope you guys remember this, right? LRS, GRS, do you remember these? What are those options? And ZRS? LRS, ZRS, and GRS. Anyone who missed it? I'm talking to people who are there in that session. Who have missed, they can watch the video. Anyone who watched the video or they were present in the session and they still have the confusion between these. LRS, ZRS, GRS. Not even talking about these now. Just these three. Are you guys sure about these concepts? Yes, Kumail, Juhi, Sanmitra, Srishti, Yogesh bhai. Anyone? Do you have any doubts? LRS, ZRS, GRS?
No.
Okay. So
No.
this is for storage account, our storage account, right? And what did I tell you when we started our backup? That though we are calling it a vault, हम इसको vault बोल रहे हैं, but ultimately क्या है ये? What do you think? अब मेरे machine का मैं backup ले रहा हूँ, मतलब किस चीज का backup ले रहा हूँ? I'm backing up my hard disk, data का backup ले रहा हूँ, hard disk का backup ले रहा हूँ, right? Ultimately it is data. डेटा को एक जगह से कॉपी कर रहा हूँ, दूसरे जगह रख रहा हूँ. सो जहां पर मैं रख रहा हूँ वो भी क्या होगा? नो मैटर व्हाट I call it सर्विस वॉल्ट, I call it कोई फैंसी से नाम दे दो, बट अल्टीमेटली व्हाट इज इट? It is also a storage facility, right? So because that is also a storage facility, there we have same options: LRS, ZRS, and GRS. So you can select इनमें से भी कुछ select कर सकते हो. One thing, this option cannot be changed after protecting item. GRS provides a higher level, we have already discussed. Before protecting, if you selected GRS, you cannot go back to LRS. If you selected this, you cannot go back to the other one. Is it clear? This, even if an interviewer doesn't ask you, if he is not asking you, he or she is not asking you, you can elaborate these points. This gives confidence that you have definitely worked and you know the basic things and more than basics. So this LRS, ZRS, and GRS, this is being applied to your, not to your virtual machine. Okay, your virtual machine, maybe you have done it, you haven't done it, they don't care about it. This feature doesn't care about that. This feature is specifically talking about the backup which you have taken for that machine. Is it clear, guys? What is the scope of this feature? Is it being applied on your virtual machine or on your backup? Yes, guys. Any confusion? Anyone? Or did you understand? You didn't understand? What is it?
Understood.
Okay, so let's say this is my VM. Here I have not taken ZRS, GRS वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं लिया मैंने, कोई हाई अवेलेबिलिटी कुछ किसी भी तरह की कुछ भी ये नहीं कर रखा है मैंने, ठीक है? But here I'm taking the backup of this machine. This is my backup. I'm taking the backup of this machine. Where do we save the backup? What do we call that service? Where do we save the backup?
Recovery service folder.
Right. So let's say this is my what? Here I'm saving my backup. Now, when I'm talking about this on this screen, if I'm talking about LRS, GRS, and ZRS, here. So the methods of LRS, GRS, those are same. कि LRS में जो भी feasibility आप लोगों को मिल रही थी, जितना भी backup मिल रहा था, it's same. But this is being applied not on this virtual machine. This is being applied on your backup. जो आपने backup ले रखा है ना, उस backup का भी एक copy बन रहा है. Are you guys getting it? Because see, this machine is in East US. This machine is in East US. So where is my backup region? This recovery vault. What is the region of this
East
recovery vault?
US.
East US. Okay. Ignore the caps. Okay. East US. So now I'm taking backup continuously. I have 30 days backup. Everything is fine, working fine. But what suddenly something happens to East US region, complete region? Is your backup helping you? If your machine goes down, that is fine. Your backup is helping you. If your machine had virus, that is fine. Still your backup is helping you. If you delete something mistakenly, still your backup is helping you. Okay. My question is, if this region goes down, then what? East US region goes down. Is your backup helping you now?
No, we have replicas for it.
Right. We have replication. Fine. That is fine. We have replication. But is replication helping me completely? But because what replication does, let me one solution is not at all enough for me. Complete कोई भी solution नहीं है. ठीक है. So let's say this is my VM again. It is in East US. And I'm replicating that. I'm replicating that to which region? Could it be East US or it has to some other region?
The region.
And it has to be West US. I mean, the one which we follow here, or it could be anyone, anything. For replication, machine replication, we're talking about.
It could be anything.
Anything.
And then where does this apply?
For storage only.
For the storage accounts.
Right. So I hope there is no confusion in that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now let's say that it is being replicated. It is being replicated to West US. Okay. Same machine is being replicated to West US. Let me copy that so you'll get a better idea. Exact copy. Though we'll require a vault here also. That is a different case. We'll do the practical. You'll come to know उसमें क्या क्या करना होता है. Okay, West US. Now, while this is being replicated, replication hardly 5 or 10 minutes का difference gap होता है इसमें. So now, if there is a ransomware attack on my this PC, ransomware attack होने के बाद मुझको पता चलने में at least half an hour लग जाता है. It starts blocking your file, locking your files from root. जो जिस फाइल पे आप immediate काम कर रहे हो उसको सबसे लास्ट में लॉक होता है वो. जो फाइल्स काफी टाइम से अनसेफ पड़े वो it will start from there. OS files, your data file and everything. And till the time you realize यहाँ पर 1 hour हो जाता है, 60 minutes approximately हो जाते हैं. And then this replication, it is happening in 10 minutes. हर 10 मिनट में एक दूसरे से replicate कर रहा है. So जो वायरस यहाँ पर था वो वायरस यहाँ पर भी जा चुका है already. And all other files, वायरस अगर एक बार यहाँ पर आ गया है, so it will start working on that PC also. So is alone replication helping me? If I do not go for backup and I only go for replication, is it helping me? ठीक है, यहाँ पर ईस्ट यूएस
No.
डाउन हो जाएगा, तब मैं वेस्ट यूएस को यूज कर सकता हूँ. इन दैट केस इट इज डिजास्टर रिकवरी, दैट इज द नेम, it has been named after disaster recovery. In that case it is fine, but what if there is a virus attack, then is it useful for me?
No.
No, but in that case this is useful for me. Why? Because there is a cutoff. यहाँ पर data replicate हो रहा है हर 5 मिनट में, but here it is a cutoff. If I selected that 11 PM yesterday, तो कल जो 11 PM को जो बैकअप हुआ था ना, उसके बाद वो स्टैंड अलोन कॉपी बन गया है. There was a cutoff. उस 11 PM के बाद इसमें वायरस आ जाए या इसमें कुछ भी आ जाए, that is not going here. That will go in today's backup. और आज का भी जो बैकअप बनेगा 11 PM का, वो अपने आप में एक स्टैंड अलोन कॉपी होगी. Today's backup is not going to corrupt yesterday's backup. Are you guys getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this manner, this is helping me. But again, the question arises कि East US down हो जाता है तो क्या? So in that case, if your application is that crucial कि आपको backup भी चाहिए और उसके बाद disaster recovery भी चाहिए, then we have this feature where you can replicate your backup. जैसे 11 PM का आपका बैकअप यहाँ पर हो गया, 11 PM का बैकअप आपका यहाँ पर हो गया. This is being replicated to now. It could be when it comes to replication, it has to be in different region. It is definitely not going in same region. So it could be West US. तो मेरे पास अपना एक मशीन चल रहा है, उसका एक बैकअप है सेम रीजन में, और उस बैकअप का एक एग्जैक्ट कॉपी है वेस्ट यूएस में. So if this complete region goes down, I still have some option. If this region goes down, I still have some options कि मैं यहाँ से इसको रिकवर कर सकता हूँ. And if this PC goes down, ये सिंगल PC को कुछ हुआ है, then I have an option कि मैं यहीं से इसको रिकवर कर सकता हूँ. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yeah.
So these are the two options which we discussed. Cross region, I'm not explaining more. It is very simple and self-explanatory. I hope you understand it very well, right? Anyone has any doubt on in cross region restore? I'll take that as a no. If anyone has, let me know. Okay. Diagnose setting we are not discussing. That's fine. Encryption setting we will discuss when we do the encryption part. It's nothing but आपका जो backup है उसको आपको encrypted रखना है. Now the backup which is there, do you see this backup? It is not encrypted. You guys must be following the news. जब भी आप लोग देखते होगे कि इसका WhatsApp chat leak हो गया, उसका WhatsApp chat leak हो गया. News channels those are running, the WhatsApp chat का सारा screenshots वगैरह चलाते हैं. How do you think they get it? जहां से भी leak होता है, how do you think they get it? They cannot hack your WhatsApp. It is end-to-end encryption. Even if someone is hacking your WhatsApp, it is not going to help them, because WhatsApp works on end-to-end encryption formula. So if I am a sender, I'm sending some text to you, it will be decoded only on your phone. Even if someone tries to hack it in between in internet traffic, even if that person is able to capture that packet of your message, he will not be able to read it. So from where do you think they get that chat and everything? They get it from the backup. Because जो बैकअप होता है आपके एंड्रॉइड फोन में एंड इवन इन आईफोन्स, जो बैकअप होता है ना आपका, be it on Google Drive या local drive और फिर iCloud, जहां पर भी जो WhatsApp का बैकअप होता है, that backup is not encrypted. I mean, I can get your backup and I can if a person who has a little bit of knowledge, the person can get your backup और उसको पूरा restore करके they can read your messages easily. That's very easy task. So that is how it works. So maybe this machine of yours, it is encrypted very well. बहुत आपने इस पे बढ़िया सा firewall लगा रखा है, antivirus लगा रखा, सब कुछ है. But what about your backup? And your backup is equally important. इसमें भी तो exact वही data है. बस if it is 11 PM, तो 11 PM से आज तक का data, अब तक का data नहीं है 4 बजे तक का, but कल तक का exact data जो इसमें था वो भी इसमें है. So this information is also very crucial, right? You cannot leave it as it is. ये कोई अगर सपोज कोई डिफेंस वाला सर्वर होता, कोई एप्लीकेशन होता, कोई गवर्नमेंट सर्वर होता, वो एप्लीकेशन होती, कोई बैंकिंग होता, किसी भी तरह का क्रूशल है, जो इंफॉर्मेशन का कॉम्प्रोमाइज आप अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हो, then you will have to encrypt your backup as well. So this is the option to encrypt your backup. But how to do that, we will see that in encryption वाला part. Encryption जब हम पढ़ेंगे, then you will get it. It's very easy. Is it clear? and no one is going to
Yes.
ask you to give step by step how to do encryption, but you should know some. See, question कैसा आएगा आप लोगों को पता है? Okay, so you were in implementation team. So tell me the steps which you guys followed to have a secure and highly available storage account or highly available backup. इस तरह से कुछ question आता है आपको. There you can mention all these points that we have encryption option, that we have an option that we can uh, select the storage replica to GRS. जिससे क्या होगा, even if there is some disaster in our region where my virtual machine and where my backup is, we will still have another copy. उसके अलावा you can say that we can enable the cross region. What will happen, that say that there is a disaster in East US, I have a copy in West US, and from there I can uh, restore it to the West US or any other region because I have enabled the cross region restore. Imagine that you have enabled this. आपने GRS तो रखा है, but इसको आपने disable कर रखा है और East US आपका down हो गया. What's the use of this restore? What is the use of this backup? Are you getting it, guys? Did you get the point? Getting confused? Any confusion? नहीं समझ में आ रहा है किसी को?
Yes, sir. Once again, just repeat it.
So ठीक है, ज़्यादा डेप्थ में भी नहीं जाते हैं. Understand this from the interview point of view कि no one is going to ask you कि cross region कहाँ किस तरह से करना है, step by step clicks क्या है, they are not going to ask you. इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन इस तरह से आता है कि यार आप इतने दिन से इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कर रहे हो तो यू मस्ट हैव बीन रीडिंग डायग्राम्स वगैरह आप इतने दिन से देखते होगे. सो टेल मी, व्हाट डू यू गाइस डू इन योर एनवायरनमेंट और इन योर करंट प्रोजेक्ट? What are the precautions do you take, or what are the steps you follow to create a highly available and a secure backup policy? You call it policy or backup environment, whatever they want to say. That time you can answer all this. You can mention that while selecting the backup, we will select GRS. So if something goes wrong in my current region, I will still have a backup with some other region. That time you can mention that we will enable the cross region restore. So my East US is down, I can restore it to my West US or some other region because I have enabled the cross region. You can mention about the encryption, that we can encrypt our backed up data as well, because while our machine is very crucial, data is very crucial, machine is backed up, but data is the backup data, it is not encrypted. Hence we can encrypt the backup data also. So these are the points we follow in our environment. This is how you can answer.
Okay.
Still confusion? Kumel, Juhi, Srishti, Yogesh, Sanmitra?
No,
No,
got
I
it.
got it.
No, clear.
Yeah.
Multi-user authentication, that's fine, leave it. उतना कोई खास बड़ा ये है नहीं इसमें, so we'll not even discuss this. If you want to, we can. आप खुद भी एक बार जाकर देख सकते हो. That's fine. Okay. Security settings. These are again important feature. Soft delete. Now, what do you mean by soft delete? Soft delete से क्या होगा? If I have enabled it और मैंने कोई backup ले रखा और backup को मैं delete करता हूँ, तो backup directly delete नहीं होता है. It will go to soft delete. 14 या 7 days का होता है. We'll see that when we come to that portal. तब हम लोग देखेंगे. For example, this one. यहाँ पर मैंने backup stop कर दिया. This is again I went back to Juhi's recovery vault which she created. Okay, now I have disabled the backup and I'm free to delete the backup data. Okay, I've deleted that. But इसका एक soft copy जो है ना, अगर यहाँ पर कोई backup होता, now there is no backup तो ये directly वैसे ही delete हो जाएगा. But यहाँ पर अगर कोई backup होता, name of the backed up item. यहाँ पर अगर कोई डेटा होता, so it will go to soft delete, और वो soft delete में जाने के बाद आप फिर से इस recovery vault को delete नहीं कर पाते. Soft delete में भी अगर कोई कुछ चीज पड़ी हुई है, तो you cannot delete this recovery vault. Now I'm deleting this, I'm stopping the backup, I'm deleting the backup. It will directly get deleted. Why? Because there's nothing, there is no backup. यहाँ पर कोई backup है ही नहीं, ठीक है. But अगर backup होता, example के लिए हम अगर if I take my recovery vault, here I can see that there are some backup. If I delete this backup here, okay, if I stop this first, again I cannot directly delete backup. I'll have to stop the backup first. जो backup का मैंने एक ये run कर रखा है, I'll have to stop that. Once it is stopped, then I can delete it. Once I delete it, it is not going to get deleted directly. वो soft delete में जाएगा. And I will still not be able to delete this my recovery vault. Or what do you think? Soft delete में जाने पे charges आपके खत्म हो जाएंगे या लगते रहेंगे?
लगते रहेंगे.
Right. You are still using Azure storage. Earlier you were using here जो सामने दिख रहा था, and now they have just moved it somewhere here. कोई कहीं कोने में जो visible नहीं है. But still यहाँ पर आप 500 GB Azure का use कर रहे थे. You are still using 500 GB here. Right? So even if you delete it, it will go to soft delete and you will be charged. So if there is some machine which is being retired, जिसका नया आपने version बना लिया और 2-3 महीने हो चुके हैं already, and now you're so sure that it can be deleted, that time you will make sure that you disable the soft delete and then delete it. Then only you will be able to delete everything. If this is enabled, you will not be able to delete anything because your deleted backup will go to soft delete. और जब तक वो soft delete में होगा 14 days या 7 है, don't quote me on the numbers, we'll go and check there. ठीक है, is it clear?
Yes.
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 So what is this purge protection? Is it the same?
Sorry, which one?
Purge protection.
Where are you reading it? Can't see it.
No, I'm not
This one?
reading it. I've heard of this term,
Okay,
purge
purge.
protection.
Well, we'll see that. Encryption में
Yeah.
आएगा वो. Encryption में
Okay,
आएगा.
okay.
We'll read that. Purge protection. When we go to encryption, here when you go to accesses, there you will see purge protection. We'll do that when we discuss. यहाँ पर कहीं दिखेगा आप लोगों को. Somewhere here. We'll discuss that once we start this topic. We'll discuss that. What is purge and what is purge protection. Okay, so this is
Okay.
less than 1 minute. We'll start without any break. Same link as soon as this gets disconnected. Okay, so I hope this has been stopped now. We'll try to delete this, or we already deleted it, I guess. Let's check. Okay. Now if you see undelete वाला option मेरे पास है यहाँ पर, तो I guess ये भी जो है soft delete में चला गया. Okay, we can check that. Undelete का ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, मतलब भी soft delete इसके ऊपर enable होगा. From where can I check the soft delete option है या नहीं? Where was I checking? Where is that option?